Yo, what is going on, my YouTube people? 29 United back here with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the man himself, Kai Havertz. Now, it's been over a year that he's joined Chelsea Football Club, and there is no secret as to he hasn't really been his best. Let's be honest. Now, I'm going to be talking in detail about what's been going on around with him. Does he have a future at Chelsea? What's going on with him? Right? But before we do that, if you guys are new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe. I'm so close to 3,000 subscribers, so smash that subscribe button, smash the like button. And if you guys want to buy some new mystery jerseys, make sure to check out mystiquejerseys.com. Use code 29 for 15% off. Follow my Discord, follow my Twitter, all that good stuff. Everything that I just mentioned is in the description down below. Now, let's get to the topic. What's going on with Kai Havertz? Now, it's been a very weird time period since the UCL final. So let me bring you back to the UCL final. Kai Havertz scores that beautiful goal and wins Chelsea the UEFA Champions League. So obviously everyone's happy. People are saying Chelsea made their money back for Havertz and everything is good. But then the season starts and you can still see he's off to a slow start again. Then comes to that game against Liverpool where he scored that great header. And since then, nothing really has happened. He scored a couple of goals there and there. One against Malmo in the Champions League not too long ago. But it just seems that everyone says a lot of things about him. Oh, he's going to come back. And that includes me as well. A lot of people say, oh, yeah, he's going to come back, or he's still adapting, or he's really close to becoming a beast, trying new things. Issue is, at the end of the day, with all of that being said, he still has yet to do anything, right? Really, if we're talking. I do have to agree with some Chelsea fans when they say that he's been better as a 9 than Lukaku and Werner. He's done more statistically, more goals and whatnot. And now, obviously, the topic of Romelu Lukaku and Timo Werner are just completely different from Havertz. But the thing with Havertz is people, I feel like, are in one way too gentle with him, and in another way too harsh with him. There's no really in between. If you really want my point, my perspective on the view, my honest perspective that I've given on Twitter, is that he's just not quite there yet. Yes, he's got the Champions League goal, but let's be honest. What does he have other than that? Now, obviously, this video was not made to criticize Havertz or to bash him because he's my favorite player. At the end of the day, I want what's best for him. This is coming from a Bayern Munich fan, guys. I've been watching this guy since he was 17 years old. 17, 18 years old. I know what he's capable of. And what he's showing right now at Chelsea is not the Kai Havertz I thought would do at Chelsea or any other club after he obviously left Leverkusen. Obviously, yeah, he scored again. I'm going to keep coming back to that Champions League goal because it's really the only big thing he's done, right? He hasn't been that player where Chelsea can rely on for goals. Do you know what I mean? Do you guys agree with that? I feel like there's so much potential with him. Tuchel has to play his cards right. We've seen that with Callum Hudson-Odoi. Havertz has been very, very good. Whereas with players like Mason Mount and Ziyech and all that, Havertz hasn't really been the best. It's very weird, and we all know how Kai Havertz's play style is. He's very lanky, sometimes slow with the ball. He does take a lot of his time with the ball. Now, sometimes that would be very good, sometimes that's not good. In my opinion, I think if he doesn't step it up this year, I think it might be time to go. A lot of people are going to disagree with this. Now, before you dislike and all, let me explain myself. When you come out of a club like Chelsea, as big as Chelsea especially, your aim is to win trophies and all that. Good. He's done that. He's won the Champions League. But when you compare to what he's actually capable of with Germany, for example, Havertz with Germany is 50 times the player that he is with Chelsea. At times, we've seen him do his magic, like the Champions League final, like the game against Liverpool, like the game against Real Madrid. But then there's other times where you just look at him and like, what is he still doing on the pitch? It's a weird one, man, just because it's really a situation of there's some times where he's very, very good, and there's some times where like you just don't even notice that he's on the pitch. And again, it's a hard pill to swallow, but when you pay 70, 80, I don't know, 90 million, I don't even remember how much you went for. If you spend that much for a player, this isn't the type of things you should expect from him. You should expect him to be at his top pretty much every single game. It's a very harsh thing for me to say. I usually wouldn't say this, but I've seen the light. I'm slowly starting to realize that he's got some work to do. It's just imbalance. He's very, how should I say this, inconsistent. And again, when you spend that much money on a player like him, inconsistency must not be a thing. Now, fear not. I know I've been saying a lot of negative things, but let's turn to the positives. He has improved massively from what he was under Frank Lampard, which is great, because under Frank Lampard, he was a lost cause in my opinion. Worst case scenario for him is if he really doesn't do well at Chelsea, he's probably going to go back to, I don't know, Leverkusen, the Bundesliga. I don't know. He could go wherever he wants. But point is, if he wants to be at Chelsea, he has to fight for it. And Havertz himself, I've seen some of his interviews where he has said publicly that he doesn't want to be known as the man who scored a Champions League final, and that's it.
Sometimes I think, for example, my life has to go on, and I don't want to speak every day about the Champions League goal. I don't know. I don't want to sit here in 5 years and think, 5 years ago you scored this goal. I want to have new challenges, and then at the end of the career you can think about what all happened. And so now this year is a new challenge for me, and I want to continue.
With that being said, however, I want to know your guys' opinion on this matter. Do you guys still think Havertz has a potential? What's going on with Havertz? Does he still need time to find himself? Because if he keeps on going like this, I'm afraid it's not going to be very bright for him in the future, especially in a Chelsea shirt. When you're at a club like Chelsea, you need to be consistent. You need to be good every single game, or about every single game. As a Sun, guys, Havertz is really in the middle side of things. He needs to step it up. He needs to step it up for sure. But again, I'll never give up on him. I really do think he's got what it takes to be one of the best players in the world. But man, he needs to step up his game for sure. That's going to be the end of this video. Just a little video here talking about the situation with Havertz. What the hell is going on with him? Is he doing good? Is he doing bad? What is really going on? I give my opinion and also the opinion of others that I've seen on Twitter. And as I said, I would like to know your guys' opinion. So if you guys can send me that on Twitter or in the comment section down below, that would be insane. I would read them all, give my feedback, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure to connect with me on Discord, on Twitter, all that good stuff. As I said, all the links are in the description down below. Follow my Twitter and all that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Damn, I'm on red alert. Now she went up in the dirt, man. I don't want